Hey, what's up guys, it is Thunderstruck115. Today I have got another top 5 zombies video, and in today's top 5, we are going to be discussing the top 5 Mega Gobblegums in Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now, when I say Mega Gobblegums, I'm not going to be including any of the ultra rare Mega Gobblegums, so just regular Mega Gobblegums and rare Mega Gobblegums, but no ultra rare, so no Perkaholic, Shopping Free. Because when I originally made this list a few months back, I noticed that 4 of the 5 on the list were indeed ultra rare mega, so I figured I'd give the regular megas a chance and instead make the ultra rares a separate list altogether, which I have already done. I uploaded that like about a month or two ago, I'm not exactly sure when, but I'll link it in the description below if you want to see that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the number 5 spot, which is going to be Phoenix Up. And what this does is it allows you to revive teammates on the map with the single use of this Gobblegum, and in addition, the teammates that you revive with this will keep their perks. So this is really amazing because if you have teammates across the map, like let's say you're on Origins, and you're at the church and your teammate goes down at Generator 2, obviously you're not going to be able to get across the map in time, unless of course you have the Anywhere But Here Gobblegum, but that's not the point. Well, now you can pop this Gobblegum, Phoenix Up, and they're back up, and if they had any perks, they'll keep them. So let's say they were completely set with Jug, Speed Cola, Mule Kick, and Quick Revive. They keep those perks, so basically they're no worse for wear when you pick them back up with this gumball. And it's a really good team player Gobblegum, especially when doing Easter eggs or in boss fights. Like, I know this was really useful on Der Eisendrache when I ran it with my friend, so yeah. And while it can't be used in solo, the benefits that it has in co-op just makes me have to put it in the number 5 spot. So moving on down to our number 4 spot, we have Wall Power and Crate Power. Now, I put these two together because they do the exact same thing. Wall Power allows you to grab a wall weapon off the wall and it comes immediately Pack-a-Punch, and Crate Power does the same thing but with weapons from the box instead. Now, the reason why this is useful is because it allows you to get the Pack-a-Punch guns earlier, which can be useful especially on maps where the Pack-a-Punch quest is a tad bit tedious or annoying. For example, Shadows of Evil, Shangri-La, Moon, and maybe Zetsubo no Shima. But this allows you to save 5,000 points for the Pack-a-Punch and can be useful especially if you don't want to lug around a weapon for you long enough for you to get enough points to Pack-a-Punch it, especially if it's not good in its non-papped form, but Pack-a-Punch it's a beast, sort of like the KRM for example. Now, this isn't higher on the list simply because it is only serving one purpose, which is Pack-a-Punching your weapons, and once you're set up with weapons, then this Gobblegum just becomes completely useless unless you bleed out and spawn back in. But yeah, however, it is pretty useful, especially for speed running certain Easter eggs, that I had to put it in our number 4 spot. And moving on down to our number 3 spot, we have Extra Credit. Now, what that does is it allows you to spawn 4 points power-ups, giving you 1250 points each, so for a total of 5,000 points per gumball. But that's not all. You pop this thing while you have a double points active, that's 10,000 points. And if you have a teammate that is also running profit sharing, and then you let them pick it up, everybody gets that benefit and can make your life a hell of a lot easier for terms of setting up. Now, the reason why this is better than Wall Power and Crate Power, because, I mean, if you want to get a Pack-a-Punch out of this, you can. However, it can also be used for other things, as well as you can also increase the value from 5,000 to 10,000, and even more if somebody has, again, that profit sharing Gobblegum. And if you don't have shopping frees or profit sharings anyways, this still can be a great Gobblegum to use if you're trying to speedrun an Easter egg, because it'll help get you financially started so you can start opening doors and getting perks, weapons, Pack-a-Punch, etc. So yeah, it's really good for setting up, and that's why it has to come in our number 3 spot. And coming in our number 2 spot, we have Soda Fountain. And this one is basically a discount Perkaholic. Whereas Perkaholic would give you all the perks on the map when you pop it, Soda Fountain you sort of have to work for them, but not really. how it is it has 5 activations, and whenever you buy a perk, you also get another perk for free, as well as it completely ignores the perk limit while you have it active. So even if you have 4 perks, you can still buy as many as your heart's desires, unless of course you already have them all. So this makes it so if you're on a map that has 9 perks, you only have to buy 5 of them, and then you get the rest for free with 1 Gobblegum activation. So something I like to do is if I'm on the map with the Wonder Fizz, I just keep hitting the Wonder Fizz, keep taking whatever it gives me, and before I know it, I have all my perks. So yeah, it's really useful because this is one of the few ways that you can get all 9 perks on certain maps, like most of the Black Ops 3 maps, for example. So I really think this is an amazing Gobblegum because it makes you into a freaking Terminator. It isn't terribly overpowered, but at the same time, it kind of is, just slightly below where Perkaholic is, but yeah, I have to put this at the number 2 spot. And ladies and gentlemen, coming in at our number 1 spot, we have Immolation Liquidation, a Gobblegum that, despite only being a regular Mega, is more overpowered than Perkaholic is. Now, here's why I say that. You get more of a point value out of this Gobblegum than Perkaholic, and again, this is only a regular Mega Gobblegum, whereas Perkaholic is an ultra rare Mega. So how is it overpowered? Well, it allows you to spawn 3 fire sales. Big deal, you say, but it's really a big deal. Here's why. A single fire sale will get you 4 box hits. Now, if you pop all 3 of them together, you might be able to get more than 4 box hits per fire sale since you don't have to look at the animation of the box rolling in, but yeah. For the sakes and purposes of this video, I'm just going to say 4 per fire sale. So, since there's 3 fire sales, 3 times 4 is 12. That means 12 box hits. However, if you're in a game of 4-player co-op, everybody gets 12 box hits, so 12 times 4 is 48. Now, a normal box hit would cost 950, so if you take 48 and multiply that by 950, you would get 45,600 points. Now, of course, the box hits aren't entirely free during a fire sale. They do cost 10 points apiece. Not much, so we can go ahead and subtract that, and we get 45,120 points per Immolation Liquidation Gobblegum in a 4-player co-op game. This is more overpowered than the Perkaholic, which I actually did the math for in my top 5 ultra rare Mega Gobblegums video, and that only gives you a maximum of 22,500 points. So this is nearly double that. So this allows you to get so many weapons, and chances are if you're trying to get the Wonder Weapon out of the box, most likely you're going to get it. If not, then either you must have really bad luck with RNG, or you're playing on Moon and you're trying to get either the Wave Gun or the Gersh device. I don't know why they're currently glitched, but still. With this Gobblegum, you can easily get set up with really good weapons, and honestly, since it is Mega, it's really easy to get out of Dr. Monty's factory and shows up a lot in Newton's cookbook, so I often run this Gobblegum whether I'm playing solo or co-op because it's just that worth it. And honestly, while I do love this Gobblegum so much, if it returns in Black Ops 4, like I know they said they won't have Gobblegums, but they would have an equivalent system. If they bring this back, they really do need to nerf it because it is way too overpowered for just a regular Mega Gobblegum. But still, this thing is so amazing that it has to come in at our number 1 spot. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like on it and subscribe for some more content. Also, tell me what 5 Gobblegums that are not ultra rare Megas you think are really good. And that's it. Peace and Black Ops 4 hype.